Okay.
Okay, so today's October 4th, 2008, and this is part two of the heirloom boxes. So what I just did was showed you the intro of my thinking, and these are kind of things that they're subtle. You wouldn't know it unless you bought this piece and inspected it. But inside of this little treasure chest is honeycombs at the bottom. And this kind of thinking went on to influence my work later. So let's look at the next big step in heirloom boxes. And here we go. We jumped to 1998. And what's interesting, you can see this direct line again down to 2007. So where this really caught fire for me is right here. And in one of my earlier videos, I talked about what I love is the commission work. And this was a commission for my university, 1998. They were celebrating their 125th anniversary of IUP, where I graduated in 1968. And they wanted me to do a commemorative piece. So, of course, I went to school there from 1963 to I graduated in 1968. I knew the campus well. And when they commissioned me, they've got a beautiful oak grove in the center of campus. And that really is the heart of the campus. So I remember in this conference call with about 8 people who were on the staff at that time, we were knocking around ideas, and somebody said, well, how about doing the oak grove? And I thought, oh, brother, trees is one of the more difficult things to do when you're doing this kind of work. Here you can see in this one how we handled the trees. We really pushed them to a decorative level where we carved every leaf, but I didn't feel that I could do that. But now, 1998, I really had in my mind this idea of decorative art. So you can see what I did was did the oak leaves from the oak grove. And I like the idea of doing something that's utilitarian. Now, I use this box every day. I go out shopping, get art supplies, throw my receipts in here. And one of the big transitions of my work, and it goes back to this, and this is why I left it here, is doing artwork that you could use. A piece of jewelry that you could wear, some interactive nature where you could take this little jewel box in and out and show your friends that way. And this one, I felt I just didn't want this statue sitting here on the table. I wanted something that you could use. So I went back through all of my art books, and where I looked at for these surfaces, even though it's wood surfaces, was I looked at a lot of porcelain, where they would do these beautiful vases with these scenes on the outside of the vases. And I thought, that's what I'll do is I'll decorate the surface. And what you're seeing here is you take these things out, is you look down in here, and these are the sidewalks in the oak grove that I walked as an IUP art student that for 125 years people have walked just like me. So, gives me good memory. You can see also in this, here's a process of my painting. When we get to the full colors, I'm going to show you some terrific process. This is what I would call process, where these are done in resin. Resin's a great material for detail. This was done, 14 years ago. So I would mix the colors. This is color number 1, here and here. I still have it. And antique it, stain it, and then layer it up to the second level. And let's see, this is the first level. This is, out my mind, it's got to have a 2 on it. Yeah, 2. And here is the 3rd level and the 4th level, and then the last level. So it takes all these just to do, a presentation of a look on these surfaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers of color to get this simplistic look. So this was a very successful project, and I didn't do another one of these until just this last year. So you're looking at something like a 9-year span in between this one when I did it. And has been on my desk. This is a piece that I use. It's on my desk. I open it up every couple days, like I said, throw my receipts in there. And I just thought, I love using this box. And I am going to pursue this. You can see this is a process also. I painted little benches that would go on here, right here. So, let's show you. So we go from this to this. So let's go and take a look at where this really jumped to. And here we have heirloom boxes that we have done in the last year and a half, I think. I don't remember the intro dates because that's not what I think about. I work a year to a year and a half ahead of the market time. So when people ask me, hey, when's this coming out? I have no idea. I say ask Travis or ask Ray. But let's take a look. This was under Disney, at Disneyland. This was the first one that I came out with, and I took what I learned from that first IUP heirloom box. You can see these guys get pretty beat up. I use them. And again, the idea is that they're utilitarian. I'm a big user of note cards. So here's where I keep my note cards, my new ones. This one, the Jack, you can see now what I'm doing in these is I'm really exploring the surface cuts of these images. Oh, this is one of my favorites. I gotta put my hand over that. But you can see this is out of Nightmare, where he goes in and Jack discovers the Christmas. Here's all the trees, the holiday trees. So you see 4th of July and Halloween and Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day and Easter. It's terrific. Thanksgiving, right on these surfaces. And here's Jack, on that IUP box. I had the squirrel. So we're looking at this compactness on these surfaces. Oh, this one I keep my paper clips. I use a lot of those. Look at this one there. You can see this jump. I'm going to spend a little time talking about these. This one is wonderful, and boy, give me a good story. I love to interpret these stories. You can see this feeling, decorative art. I even used some of the same feelings of the oak clusters, along with the acorns, and of course it's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And there's a lot of measuring in these things, where you're dividing up these surfaces, and you're looking for imagery, how sweet this is, with the flowers around her. And then you can see that the dwarfs have a different frame, and the hearts are symbolic. I love these owls. Very much in the feeling of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and the bunnies. Here's another one. In this one, you can see I use, because of gallery light, I'm always doing shows, and I hate to put new batteries in for the shows, so I put my used batteries in there, and they're still